What is up, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's Gamers at Large. Jay and Shadow Fox's fresh take.
Chocolate cast.
Tonight, we're gonna do a little talk about what we just seen in the Smash Direct. I do apologize for it being this late, but traffic was hell after work, and I didn't get home till after 6:30. So I was just watching it.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
mind
when other people were getting their reactions in. So I do apologize for the late start. But I got Shadow Fox with me, and what we seen was pure awesomeness. I like it when Masahiro Sakurai does his own direct. They let him do his own thing because he is hilarious.
Yeah, and they take you can tell there's a little bit more care taken to the video too, to the point of them enabling different effects and transitions in between the Smash Brothers text and the character they just announced. So it's just little details like that. It's just like they really love what they do. So,
and the fact that Sakurai always brings props.
Yes. I think he got that from Iwata with the banana situation, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just a Japan thing.
Yeah, Sakurai will always you are guaranteed to see 1 to 2 props in a Sakurai direct. Yep. So just know that. So first thing we got was Corrin from the new Fire Emblem Fates game. I think it's Conquest, and I forgot what the other one is. It's an interesting character.
Yeah, kind of a mix between, I guess, one of the sword fighter amiibo and take your pick of any of the characters that have a counter.
I think he's a mix between OP and OP.
Yeah.
His moveset looks awesome, but I will say this: I did like how they did try to show a couple of the nuances, especially with that the lunge move he has.
Yeah, and the lance,
he has some moves that I think will actually work, but actually be a detriment as well, depending on where you are on the stage.
Yeah. The reach changes. Obviously, the severity changes depending on where you are. So at that point, he has attributes kind of like Shulk, where you have to be aware of the different hitboxes of the weapon and how it touches the hitbox of the person that you're trying to attack. So your spike damage will depend on where on the weapon you're hitting somebody with, or your launch damage.
Which I also find interesting because he does that for like the majority of the Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah.
All depends on where that weapon lands.
Is very, very particular for all of them. I mean, like, if it wasn't for Marth, everybody would be confused by a lot of these other characters. But Marth has been a staple for so long, with the way that you have to use his sword, and like anybody pick it up and be like, well, it just looks like he can hit from anywhere. No, it's very particular, and people that know what to do with him, they rape with him because they know exactly what to do and how.
Him and Roy and Ike, if you fighting with them and you know exactly where to hit somebody with that blade, good luck.
Oh, Roy is so overpowered. Yeah, and by the way, why are there 2 characters named Roy in this game? I just noticed that not too long ago. I was like, oh God, there's 2 Roys in here. That's kind of strange, but yeah,
it's awesomeness at its best, I guess.
I guess so. Go ahead.
How you think Corrin's gonna play, especially on because because I know I read a post from somebody that was saying like Corrin's gonna probably be banned from tournaments. I don't think so. Do you think so?
No, because and since they have a flat stage for pretty much everybody. And since his hitboxes are so particular, it'll probably be kind of like how Marth and Shulk are. So like a lot of people were screaming the same thing when Shulk was announced. They're like, oh, OP, and like, no, you kind of have to know what you're doing. You can't just. I mean, well, you could spam neutral air all the time if you wanted to, but that doesn't really do too much damage. But it's a guaranteed hit.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where they made these characters specifically the way they did for a reason, and obviously they're battle tested. So he's not gonna go through the effort of making the character if he didn't have a plan of how they were going to be balanced.
That is very true because Sakurai does his own testing, so I'm pretty much trust his judgment.
Yeah, man, if he can balance the characters that he's planning to balance, man, the fact that he balanced Shulk, the fact that he balanced Roy, even though there are infinite other Fire Emblem characters in the game, somehow he made a couple of changes to where Roy wouldn't be like the only character to play within the game, because if he was the same as he was in Melee, it would not be
it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. Second character that came up, well, we already know about Cloud, but they brought him back up again. They did show that on the Advent Children costume that you can now have a version with his sleeve off.
Yep.
Like it was in the movie. They did go into how the summons work on the Midgar stage, which means it's going to be like a fight to catch them damn orbs.
Yeah. So imagine that with all items on too. So people fighting for Smash Ball, people fighting for summons. Just they're going. Cloud gets his limit break. Can you imagine that Pokemon characters with summons and those other summons showing up at the same time, and somebody gets a Smash Ball? Like the slowdown, man.
8-player Smash on that.
I'm thinking that game would slow to like 12 frames a second.
Can you imagine an 8-player Smash on that?
I can imagine the slowdown because that sounds like a lot going on.
Yeah, but I think I like the way they describe the summons, because it's probably gonna be hard to get the mugs just like it is the Smash Ball, depending on how many people you got on the stage. So I think it's all going to even out. But yeah, when I thought about it, because I thought exactly you were thinking, I'm like, what if somebody gets a Master Pokeball? What if somebody gets a summon and somebody else gets the freaking Smash Ball?
Oh my God, you wouldn't be able to see the screen.
Yeah.
Especially if the Pokemon is Snorlax. Nobody be able to see.
But I did like how they went into the different summons as well, like Bahamut Zero, Ramu, Ifrit, Leviathan. What all they do.
I thought that was cool too, because it fed into kind of how some of their attack, their ultimate attack were in the game. So,
and that stage is probably going to require the most strategies.
Yeah,
in my opinion, because if you get the Odin summon where he splits the stage and you're fighting and you're one of those people that love to like jump and like meteor smash people down, but you don't get back up, you're going too.
I think those summons are going to be gone in For Glory though, because I'm fairly certain that's going to happen. If not, it'll definitely be banned in tournaments. They'll ban that level, or they'll figure out a way to turn them off.
Or maybe they'll just turn them off when it turns off the when they do
items,
Final Destination or whatever.
Yeah,
that would make sense, because that, as much as I like it, I can see how that could get way crazy, way too quick.
Yeah, and they want as far as competitive play goes, they want to isolate everything so you can see the skill of the player. So that's one of the things that's going to have to go immediately. Personally though, oh my God, I like playing 4-player or team Smash for fun, because that just chaos. It's so funny. Like I've never had so much fun losing. Like it's like awesome.
Especially when you grab a baseball bat.
Oh man, all kind of things chain react and explode at the same time. It's awesome.
And you knock somebody out for a loop.
Oh yeah, that game is great. But yeah, Cloud, I think obviously he's probably going to be the most favorite, even though another character was voted most, obviously. I think he's going to be a crowd favorite. I think he's probably going to be hitting the Nintendo servers pretty hard, probably as we speak. Yep. And yeah, a lot of people are going to be playing with him, probably 10 minutes ago.
They're probably playing right now. I'm pretty sure Maximilian Dude has already been playing with him already.
Probably. He probably has a stream up right now as we speak.
Right now.
Yeah. But that's everything about him seems cool, man. All his cross slashes, omni slash, all that stuff, and his final smash is awesome. he
His
just
final smash, if you can grab everybody in it, they're done.
yeah, and the you could tell that they were focusing on balancing. So he combos kind of like as fast as Zero Suit Samus does, right? But
Mhm.
almost to a fault. So you could block the second or the last hit, and they could immediately counter. So
Yep. And Sakurai made sure that people know that was in there, just so they can't claim he's OP.
yep. Like, oh, he's OP. Everybody knows the only overpowered person in the game is Jigglypuff. Everybody knows that.
God, I can't stand that freaking net. What is that thing? Anyway,
I think Jigglypuff and Kirby are the same race because they're both like pink cloud people.
Well, I know he has an affinity for Kirby, seeing as how that was his jam. I still don't think it's fair that he can float all over the place without falling. I still think that's wrong.
I think with combining special attacks, he has about 7 jumps.
See,
just about.
See,
yeah, I think so. I could be wrong. I mean, somebody follow up on it. I know in Melee he had 5. I think now he has about 7 because you can do, for whatever reason, there are certain moves he can tech off of. So if he gets a guaranteed hit from, I think his forward B or one of his smash moves or whatever, or if he trades hits with anybody, his jump counter, I don't know if it recycles all over again, but I think he gets extra. So he can get back on the stage or whatever. But man, other people are screwed. That means Jigglypuff can edge guard like none other and kind of wait for you to get close enough so he can hit you with that rest.
I'm glad you brought up Edge Garden. The next character that they introduced, the winner of the Smash Ballot, by the way, Cereza herself, Bayonetta.
I was about to say, don't say Cereza, because then they have that little girl in there just standing there with the glasses, and I don't think that would be fair.
Because that is a trophy. But Bayonetta is in the game, and one of the first things they showed was somebody edge guarding and her kicking him off the stage.
Yep, she got the super stomp.
The super stomp. She has pretty much her moveset. Well, a lot of it anyway. I like the way they nuanced which ones they were going to use, though.
Yeah,
because there's a lot in that Bayonetta game of what she can do, and I'm glad they kind of like broke it down a little bit.
You can't be no squirrel to play with her either. I mean, the dude just like it was a 9 command string that Bayonetta did. That was like 20 something hits.
Yeah,
that from one of them, or she double jumped 3 times. That's crazy.
She kept doing the kick.
Yeah,
back and forth.
The afterburner kick.
Yeah, the afterburner kick. She did it like to each side twice, and she did the angelic twist thing with it. She
twice,
uppercut.
And then a double jump. So yeah, that's bananas.
Yeah,
that's a lot of attacking.
I'm glad she made it. I voted for her like 3 times. I'm not gonna lie.
I voted for her too. I voted for her, and I think I went back in and voted. Who else I vote for? I think I voted for. Did I vote for King K. Rool? I think I voted for King K. Rool too.
I voted for Travis Touchdown.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah, I voted for her and Travis Touchdown.
They got to be in the same game together.
Yeah, that would have been
awesome. Travis Touchdown should be her boyfriend.
Well, knowing how No More Heroes goes, I can see what he would be trying to do.
Yeah, of course, she would have that for sale. She'd be like, "Hey, yeah, stay on this string because I know what you want."
But now with Bayonetta, I like the way they showed her smash attacks, but the gun attacks, what they did was they're gonna kind of be like Fox's blaster, where you don't really see them do visible damage, but they just run the percentage up.
Yeah, and it's not for spacing either, because they figured, since she can, it can hit from all the way across the screen, that would be a little bit unfair. So it just extends a combo. So now what you could do is, if you want to hit somebody from across the screen, start that combo, and whoever's in the way would get hit. And if you're lucky enough, you could do one of her, like her down special, allows her to shoot in all directions. So then.
I did notice that they put the slide in there too, though.
Oh yeah, they put that slide in there. It's basically the afterburner kick on the ground, which is kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of how Samus does her low crawl.
Low crawl, yeah. Zero Suit, and that's gonna be interesting to see, because they did say that Bayonetta her combos are slow to start off, but the way they look, it didn't look slow to me during the presentation.
It just reminds me a lot of Zero Suit, to be honest with you. That's kind of I won't say it's a palette swap. Clearly, it's not, but that's kind of the same. Bayonetta's probably going to be a light character instead of a heavy, or even medium.
What they were going for?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Like she get put a lot of damage through, and she just real high on doing damage, but she can't really take that much herself.
Gotcha. That pretty much does it. Like, so my question to the people in the comment section would be, who are you waiting on playing for? Because as we know, Cloud is out now. I went and downloaded them before we started this podcast, so mine should be good to go once it's over with. But both Corrin and Bayonetta, during the cast, during the presentation, Sakurai said that they have them for February 2016, but if they finish early, they'll let us know when the date will be released. So that February 2016 is subject to change.
Yeah, and I still can't wait.
So I'm going to be getting the bundle, whatever bundle they have, because I do like a couple of the stages that they got. Like the Bayonetta stage is basically from the first game where they do the whole falling platform thing.
Mm-hmm.
From the first game. So
falling clock tower.
Yeah. So that's what that is. We already know Midgar, and I forgot what the one for Corrin was.
I don't think he had one because Fire Emblem.
Oh, it's Fire Emblem. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they just have songs, I think.
Okay. So I wasn't crazy. All right. So let us know which player you thinking about mastering, or who you really want to play with. Me personally, I'm going to be probably playing with Cloud and Bayonetta a lot, just because I'm a huge fan of that Bayonetta series. Bayonetta, that's my sweetheart right there. So, yeah. We want to talk to you guys about another little game that we learned about, and they had a new character. Was it the beginning of this week? Pokken Tournament.
Oh yeah, Pokken Tournament. Yeah, they got a bundle too now, which I think is amazing. So. Yeah, for those that don't know, Pokken Tournament is basically Pokemon in Tekken with wrestling moves.
Yep.
It's very interesting, and I would imagine that it's going to be pretty rare here in the States, and anything related to that game is probably going to be worth a lot of money in the near future.
Yeah.
So
if you are one of those, put it to you like this right here. Remember when Tatsunoko versus Capcom came out on the Wii and hardly nobody got it, and then they wondering where they could get it from?
Yeah, and the joystick's like $400 still. Like when the joystick first came out, it was like $80. Now, good luck.
I suggest you get stuff quick.
Yeah, this is extremely Japanese.
Yeah,
extremely Japanese.
So, thinking about Pokken Tournament now, they are doing amiibo cards.
Yes.
Me personally, I don't have a problem with that, because that actually, as much as I love the figures for it, I think some of the games, the cards will probably work better anyway. That's just me.
Yeah, and with all I think it's just good because there's already 50 million fighting game amiibo as it is anyway. At this point, it's looking like 58 amiibo will be available just from Smash Brothers
alone.
So yeah, that's crazy. And you're talking about Pokemon. It's already and 9 times out of 10, any kid that decides to get into Pokemon Tournament, they're already going to be upset, as it is anyway, because they probably bought some of the Tomy toys, and you say, oh, well, they're amiibo to buy too, and a card will probably be a lot better than a $13 figure that's for one game, and that's not a go,
especially for parents.
Yeah. So what is kind of odd, because some of the characters actually already have amiibo. So
yes,
I wonder how that's going to work.
Well, because they didn't say, but they did show the one for Shadow Mewtwo, which is actually a card.
Yeah.
Now, but they didn't say if like the Mewtwo amiibo from Smash will be compatible. So, because the regular Mewtwo is in there.
Yeah, Mewtwo's in there, Lucario's in there, obviously Pikachu's in there. So Charizard too. Yeah. So with all these existing amiibo, like what I'm just wondering what's going to happen here, because you got to imagine that they got to do something. Like if there's something already out there, it shouldn't just be compatible with cards. If the characters already exist for another game.
Yeah. And that being said, that therein lies the problem, the interesting conundrum that is the amiibo. As more games come out, if you already have amiibo of that character, how are they going to do this? That's why I think the card situation is going to come into play more often than not. But if you already have the established amiibo anyway, because I know with Twilight Princess HD, you can already use the amiibo from Smash, the Legend of Zelda amiibo from Smash. They're going to have some kind of functionality within that game. So are they going to be doing that for every game that has certain characters? I don't know.
I think in this scenario, Nintendo is painting themselves in a corner. They kind of have to honor it, I think, at this point, because I mean, just being bold enough to come up with another game that has all these characters in it, and it's a fighting game, and a lot of these characters have already had a first run. So I can understand if it was only like maybe the main character or whatever was in this game, but you're talking, was it 4 off the bat? Just like 4 off the bat already have Smash Bros. Amiibo.
Yeah.
So like that's just kind of it would just be odd if you try to put that on your Wii U gamepad and it doesn't even recognize it. That would be really odd.
That would be really weird.
Yeah, really weird. So you got to figure that and with some of the words that the new Nintendo president was mentioning about making sure the functionality was critical and making gamers want to use them going forward, you got to imagine that they're probably forcing themselves to make sure that already existing amiibo and people that have amiibo that want to use them are able to.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a good thing. So
yeah,
I mean, because if you ever remember when they first came out, I remember it being said that like the Smash Brothers amiibo were not going to be compatible with everything, but that has quickly changed.
Yes, they made sure. I mean, because it makes no sense for them not to. There's an NFC chip in every Wii U. Why not make them work across multiple games? It just doesn't make any sense otherwise. Unless there's a certain scenario like what is it? I think Mario Kart. Is either Mario Kart? Is it Mario Kart or Smash Bros. that puts a certain amount of data on the amiibo and it won't read on another game Smash. Because so Smash kind of loads them. So if you want to take that amiibo and then use it in another game, you got to dump it first.
Yeah.
So and that was with, so obviously that lets you know that Smash had no intention of those Smash amiibo working in another game the way that they implemented, the way it uses data. So, obviously Mario Kart, they added amiibo after the fact, so they were able to make it not as demanding, if you will.
Yeah, because you can use a Smash. If you had something in Smash, because I had a Mega Man that I was using for practice in Smash, I put him on for Mario Kart, and it didn't ask me to dump the info.
Yeah, so wipe it. Yeah, it just reads it basically as like a serial number. Say, oh well, here's this new content. If there's new content available for that amiibo.
Yep.
So that it's pretty cool. I don't know what to say. I think this is an unforeseen success that Nintendo has thrown out here, and collectors will come out here and taking it over, but it should be the way that they move forward. I think that all their content going forward should be at least hinging upon some of the amiibo functionality. I don't think there should ever be a scenario where future Nintendo hardware doesn't support this unless people just stop buying them all together, and there's a complete, they're basically just flooding the market with them, and they got to get rid of stock. Yeah. If it's to a point where it's officially a failure now, if it's a failure, then then they need to go ahead and drop it. But I don't see it slowing down anytime soon because all they got to do is come up with a new character and people are drooling.
Yep. I mean, they do it all the time. Look what they did with that Twilight Princess HD. They put Midna on the wolf, and everybody was mad again.
Everybody knew Ryu was coming, and I'm still drooling. I'm like, give me.
Yeah.
And
I
now
want Cloud one. I'm not gonna lie, I want Cloud.
And now there's Cloud and Cereza. Like, man.
And they did say that at the end of that presentation, they are in development. So we get them sometime next year.
Yeah.
And they'll let you know when pre-orders go up.
That's just that's bananas.
So Bayonetta and Cloud will be in my collection. Will be in my amiibo collection.
Yeah, I know we said this earlier, but Nintendo has officially made everybody else's presentations irrelevant. E3, all these other little presentations, the Game Awards, all that crap is irrelevant because Nintendo does these little directs, and they have more mind blowing stuff happening in those than the past two E3s. Really, like what was the last surprise you saw at E3 that wasn't part of a Nintendo Direct? Like it probably was a couple of years ago. I think the last one for me was what? I think the return to Silent Hill, but then Silent Hills or whatever it was, they didn't even really turn out to be anything.
Yeah.
So.
God damn you, Konami. Yeah, you're kind of right because I would say Final Fantasy VII remake, but I'm like no, because that was already people have been asking for that.
Everybody been begging for it.
Yeah, so that really wasn't a surprise. So gotta agree with you on that. But as far as the Pokken tournament thing goes, I will say this: it's nice to see like Namco, since Namco isn't gonna put Tekken 7 on Wii U, which is fine. You know, they decided to do this. This is what I would hope like other third parties would have done. You know, okay, if you don't want to do that, then do something else. Be creative. So you're not gonna put Tekken 7 on there, fine. But what they did was take that Tekken engine and throw Pokemon on it.
Yep, and why not? Because then that way you can make at least
make money.
You can at least get 1 million sales off the rip just from it, being Pokemon characters.
Yep. Especially after y'all showed Pika 316 Stone Cold Stun Charizard.
Oh man.
And then he do a Pika Karana on Celebi. Come on, man.
I'm just waiting for Pichu to F5 somebody. That's all I'm waiting.
Dude, I'm sorry. It's funny when you sit up and see Pikachu in a luchador costume, and like one of the things from the new trailer that they showed was a ring show up, and he just like started doing moves.
Straight 619.
I'm like, ain't this copyright infringement at some point?
I don't know. It depends on how far they're willing to go to attack a Japanese fighting game featuring kids characters.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good look. So
yeah, they'll basically look like the people that ruin Christmas.
Yeah, so I think it's funny. I will be getting Pokken tournament, and if there is a fight stick, I will be getting that fight stick. So
yes. And there will be one. Somebody's gonna make one.
Whether it's Mad Catz, Hori, I don't care. If one of y'all make a fight stick, I will be getting it. It's an interesting concept of a game, and I just think it's gonna work.
Agreed. I think so too. And I would imagine that it's it's kind of. It's kind of sad because apparently in some areas in Japan it's not really doing that well, but then there are other areas where they're doing world championships and stuff. So and obviously it was shown on TV a couple times overseas, but there's a couple of real big places that decided that it wasn't being played as much. So if it comes over here and there's at least half the amount of interest, the game will be profitable from day one. Whether or not it'll blow it out the park remains to be seen because it is decidedly Japanese. And if it wasn't popular in Japan,
that's a problem.
Yeah, it's already kind of iffy. I think they probably feel disrespected because they would just want to play Tekken, but
Isn't Tekken 7 already out in arcades in Japan though?
Yes, it is. Yes.
So that could probably be the problem too, though.
Yeah, because it came out this summer, right around the same time as Tekken 7. So
yeah, so because I know both of them were in arcades at the same time. That's when they were doing the whole tournament thing. Because the actual Pokken Championship that I saw on YouTube was a lot of people there for that.
Yeah,
but then again, I don't know where they were at.
Tekken 7 came out a good 6 or 7 weeks before Pokken Tournament. So
in the arcades, right?
Yeah, in arcades in Japan. It's kind of not fair, but it is what it is. And you know, obviously they knew what they were doing. They're the same publisher. So
yeah, the same publisher. As a matter of fact, I think it's like members of the same team. They were cross working on both of them.
Yeah, so probably this is probably the Tekken tag team. I would imagine. I would imagine they did this game. So
I don't think it's like the main squad that works Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur. I think it's like the guys that do like the Tekken tags and the what's the other one they got?
They had Tekken tag tournament, and then it was Tekken Cross.
Yeah,
Street Fighter, I guess it was. Yeah,
they do the Cross series. So I mean, and that's fine because those guys are talented. I'm not gonna lie, both teams are talented in my opinion. So. Yeah, that is our look at Smash and a couple other fighters. If you guys want to let us know which amiibo you're probably gonna be getting, because I know some of y'all gonna be getting that Cloud.
Yep.
And that Ryu and that Roy.
Yep.
And that Bayonetta.
Gotta get that Bayonetta.
Yeah, so just let us know which ones you're looking forward to getting, which characters you're looking forward to playing as. Will you be getting Pokken Tournament when it drops? And will you be playing as Luchador Pikachu just so you can Stone Cold Stun somebody? Let us know. Just let us know. Now, if you do that and you have a game capture card, you're going to have to capture that and do the Stone Cold theme music behind it.
Oh, wow. Because Stone Cold says so. That's why.
Yep.
I can see somebody photoshopping Pikachu with beer cans right now as we speak.
Yep.
Well, it's probably a Google of it. I mean, if there's Rule 34.
Somebody gotta have it by now.
Yeah, there's got to be. I don't know what the rule is for alcohol, but there's got to be one for alcohol too. So there's a Pikachu somewhere drinking beer. Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. Now y'all get y'all Pika 316 shirts ready. So yeah, but that's it for our show. We may be taking the next couple of weeks off for Christmas and New Year since they're back to back this year, and still got to talk it over with the rest of everybody at the Gamers at Large. If that's the case, we will be seeing you guys at the first of the year, and we'll have something special planned for you guys then. So until then, we are signing off. Shadow, you got anything you gonna pimp out?
Do you play games that have fun or to impress other people? There'll be maybe some stuff coming out whenever I feel like it, kind of, but stuff is being worked on. I just have to upload it and finish editing it, because Final Cut is, you have to be a professional, which means that you feel like you need to be paid to do half of this stuff. But you know, I don't. I get paid for doing other stuff, so I will do that when I have the time. I will enjoy it, because when it's not fun, I probably shouldn't be doing it. So I will come up with that at another time. I apologize for whoever that offends, but yeah, my channel, my rules.
Gotcha. Me personally, I'm just gonna probably throw up a couple more gameplay vids. As soon as that Cloud is done and I'm able to like put some time into it, I'll upload some Cloud gameplay to both my channel and the Gamers at Large main channel, as well as some Xenoblade stuff, because I haven't been uploading a lot of Xenoblade stuff yet. So I will do that, and I will catch you guys sometime, if not next week, sometime in the new year. Peace out, peeps.
Deuces. Drunk Pikachu for the win.
Pika 316.